Viking Raiders by Judith Lloyd Euro. Page 60. People call us Vikings, a word that strikes fear in their hearts, as well as it should. When our great dragon ships appear on the horizon, the result is already known. Quickly, our warriors row their boats to shore and leap out, ready for battle. They are eager for the test of bravery for which they have prepared since childhood. We come for the wealth of the land, for food and drink, for whatever is of value. They say we are barbarians, bloodthirsty and without mercy. They do not understand that a man's strength is his highest good. Honor, reputation, and the respect of family and friends are what is important in life. Our sagas tell us what it means to be a Viking. He held high his shield. He carved his own bows, hunted with hounds. He sat well in the saddle. He used his sword and spear. He swam in the water. He read the runes and understood the language of birds, fought for land and gave away his gold. He guarded the law, married, and had many sons. Honorable Northmen do not steal. We gain only at the risk of our own lives. We meet our victims face to face. If the enemy's arm is stronger, if his skill with the sword and axe and spear is greater, so be it, we die. An honorable death means that we will live forever in Valhalla. Christians call us heathen, but our gods give us strength. We believe in the power of hammer of Thor. Now the time has come. The icy cold sea washes across the decks of the dragon ships. The fighting men are weary of the cold and a diet of dried fish and meat. They pull on the oars, eager for battle. I, too, am eager for the story to begin. It is my job to record the tales of our voyage, tales like those of Ivar the Boneless and Eric Bloodaxe, that I will tell around the fire when we return home. Among our fighting men are some in search of adventure. Others are landowners with wives and children who tend the crops in their absence. Our great leader is Olaf Tryggvason. His friends are loyal to him, and his enemies fear him greatly. There is no greater honor than to serve with Olaf. We have already raided English towns to the north. The foolish English king Ethelred has no stomach for our kind of fighting. His soldiers are better suited to farm the land than to meet us on a field of battle. Though it is against our nature, we have even taken to sparing villages if they agree to pay us Danegeld. Today we beach our dragon ships in the salt marshes between an island and the English coast. Our men see the pitiful English defenders waiting on the mainland and stand hungry for battle. Our men prefer a fight to the Danegeld, but Olaf calls across to the leader of the English. It is better for you that you should attack these spears with gold and silver than that we should fight each other to the death. We need not destroy each other if you are rich enough. We are prepared to make peace in return for the gold. The English leader replies, Sea Raider, can you hear what this army is saying? They intend to give you spears and swords. Here stands a fearless leader with his troops. He intends to defend this soil, my King Ethelred's land, its people and its territory. Let the heathen fall in battle. No cry is sweeter to the Northmen. They await the outgoing tide that will let them cross the channel to where the defenders wait. At last, the Vikings begin to cross. They are weighed down with weapons. The thick mud of the marshes sucks at their feet, slowing their passage. They are quickly cut down by a few defenders. Clearly, the fight is not fair. Let us cross, and we will face one another like honorable men, Olaf calls. The English leader agrees. Convinced that his men can win, he cries, A path is open for you. Come quickly against us, men of war. God alone knows who will control the battlefield. Then the battle began. A great cry went up. Hungry ravens and eagles circled overhead. Bows were busy, and shields caught sword points. Fighters fell on both sides, and young men lay on the field. Olaf led us fearlessly, sword and spear in hand. After a long period of battle, a Viking wounded the aging English leader. Angered, the lord of the English thrust his knife into the proud Viking. The Englishman laughed and thanked his God for the day's work. His thanks were too soon. Another Viking threw a spear, bringing down the English leader. Still, he urged his men onward. A young English lad, not fully grown, drew the spear from his master's chest and threw it back. The Viking who had killed the Englishman fell. So it continued, with good men falling on both sides, until our mighty warriors won the day. My head is full of stories that I will tell upon our return home. Olaf has led his men to another great victory, yet we must honor the courage of the English leader and his men. They would have made good Vikings.